Hey everybody, Johnny Blue again. So a question I get asked from time to time is you're a bass player. What do you need all those pedals for, and how do you have them all hooked up? Well, I built my board for a specific reason. I play in cover bands, I play in original metal bands, I play in prog bands, I play in punk bands, I play in all sorts of stuff. So I built my board specifically for a purpose. But today we're going to go through everything. I'm going to go one by one and show you guys what I got on my board. So this is my signal chain. So coming out of the bass guitar, I go into my first pedal, which is a Source Audio Aftershock. This thing is an incredible little pedal packed into a small sturdy construction box, but we'll get back into that one a little bit later. There's so much to talk about when it comes to Source Audio. Next one for me is the limiter enhancer from Boss. I use this one as primarily a clean, like a clean boost for all my slap and pop lines, just to push them out to the forefront a little bit more. Then after that, we come up into the Super Octave pedal, the OC3 from Boss. Super cool pedal. Got many different things you can do with it. We'll get more into that one later. Then after that is my Boss chorus. Just like any other chorus pedal, just twist the knobs to taste and hit the button and you're good to go. After that is my Source Audio Dimension Reverb, super cool pedal. And then after that, I go into my Manta bass filter. This one is capable of a whole heck of a lot, but I primarily use it for my dubstep bass wobbles. Then after that, we go into the Source Audio Programmable EQ. This one is the most indispensable pedal on my board. I'm so happy that I got this thing, but I'll get more into that later as well. Then after that, we go back down into the Ditto. That's just for when I want to play with myself. So now all the cool thing, the best thing about my board that I personally love is this guy right there. This is called the Neural Hub. This is another Source Audio product. So the way that this thing works is all of my Source Audio pedals, in this specific case, the Aftershock, the Dimension Reverb, the Manta Bass Filter, the Programmable EQ, those all are connected to the Neural Hub rather. So basically, you just twist all the knobs, you get all these pedals dialed in the way that you want, and you can save a scene inside the hub, which is then recalled and organized by the Soulman MIDI controller. So the other cool thing about the hub too I also use a hot hand, which is the ring that you wear on your finger there. That's where you get your dubstep bass wobbles from, and I also use an expression pedal. So instead of having taking the hot hand and plugging it directly into the Manta filter, which was how I started, and you can only use the hot hand with the Manta filter. When you connect it to the hub, you can use the hot hand for anything that you want, anything that's Source Audio, anything that will hook up to the Neural Hub, and you can control them all. Same thing with the expression pedal. So that's a lot easier to do when you're doing all your MIDI mapping. Everything the Soulman comes with a computer app program that you can use to modify. I personally find it way easier to use the computer stuff, but to each their own, I guess. So every pedal on my board is wired together with the George L custom cables. These things, they're awesome. I was always stuck with a massive bird's nest of a pedal board because you always find the wire that's either just a little bit too short and you can't get the pedal where you want it to be, or it's a little bit too long, and then you end up getting loops all over the place. Really awesome product, super easy to use. I highly suggest them. And everything on my board is powered by this guy right here, the Voodoo Lab Power 2 Plus. I am definitely going to have to upgrade it soon because my board I actually got a few more Source Audio pedals coming in the mail, so that's going to have to get a little bit bigger. But that's the quick run through, so let's get into a more in-depth look.